Okay. 6 mana flyer, power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your hand. You can return a land to its owner's hand if you do draw a card. So that puts 2 cards in your hand, so increases the power and toughness quite a bit. It's probably really good. It feels pretty clunky, but I think clunky cards can still be bombs in this kind of format. Overwhelming Intellect seems like a commander card to me. 3 damage, 0-1, Delta target. I hate that last only if you have more cards in hand thing. 3 mana, 2/1 flyer is always fine in Chaos. This card is somewhat serviceable. Removal spell, 3 mana, 2/1 first strike is okay. But yeah, I'm just going to take this rare. I don't know if it's any good. But I like being able to bounce lands and draw cards, if nothing else. The fact that that kind of works like a combat trick too is pretty nice. Reminds me of like a Kefnet, the original Kefnet, if anyone remembers that. Okay. What do we have going on here? Mesmeric Fiend. It's not a bad one. Ooh, Cabal Torturer. Probably going to end up taking this thing. 3 mana for a sort of pinger, but it only can hit creatures, but can hit creatures in a really cool way. And then once you have Threshold, then it's just bonkers. 2 mana, 2/1, reach, no. 7 mana, 4/4, no. Yeah, I think we're just going to take this Torturer here. I don't think there's too much else going on in this pack other than the Fiend. Root Wall is solid for sure. But yeah, I like this card. The one concern I could see having with this thing is if it's the last card in your hand, it's really awkward. It's difficult to play it out. Ooh. Kind of a combo with the Blue Sun Zenith, right? A little surprised to see this here. I think this card is probably pretty good. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a little too clunky or expensive, but I think I'm going to take it. Other cards here. Quarter Paladin's probably fine in the aggressive white decks. Koth's Career has actually really impressed me just because so many people are playing green. I think Forest Walk is probably the best land walk. 5 mana, 4/4 is fine in this format, but Infect is generally bad. 3 mana, 1/4 Vigilance. Infect is probably still fine. Just a good body and nice keywords for that mana cost. But yeah, let's take the Zenith and get a little greedy here. See if we can put something sweet together. Okay. So Rise is a pretty strong card. It's a bounce spell that also returns a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Simic Guildmage, probably not very exciting here. There's also Seal of Fire, which is fine. Again, nothing special. The only problem with the Rise is it kind of pigeonholes me into blue-black. But that is where I'm starting off. And I think the power level is a lot higher than a Seal of Fire. So even though I do like the Seal, I think I am just going to take this Rise. Anything else here? Utopia Sprawl actually could be pretty nice. We've got a lot of mana-intensive cards, but I think I'm just going to take this thing. The Fall is not really something I'm interested in playing. It's just the Rise part. So let's pick this up. Okay, in this pack we have Death's Head Buzzard, which is pretty solid. Nothing, I mean, the Coast Watcher, I did just talk about how Forest Walk is pretty nice, so Pro Green's probably solid too. Got kind of a Hill Giant here. I don't think this is realistically going to have flying, and if it does have flying, you're probably winning anyway, so in that sense, it's not super relevant. Yeah, I think the Buzzard is pretty easily the best card here, so I'll take that. Actually, this thing could be kind of fun maybe, but yeah, let's just pick up a Buzzard. This card was in I think Vintage Masters. It's one of the only answers to Battle Screech, and Battle Screech I think was the best common in the set, so this card was pretty good there. It's a little bit awkward if it kills my own Torturer or whatever, but okay, we're just continuing to see these blue and black cards pass to us. So the Consign to Oblivion, I'm probably going to have to take it because it's just terrible in terms of signaling to pass it, but Aerial Guide also really solid. The Marauding Bone Slasher, I generally like cards like this quite a bit. I don't like it as much here because this deck is starting to feel pretty powerful and slow, which leads me to think defensive, and 3 mana 3/3 that can't block, not perfect in a defensive deck. So gonna pass the Aerial Guide here for the blue-black gold card. I think it's pretty nice. Definitely a fun start. One of the things that makes this feel less like a cube is the fact that the rares can be different some amount of the time. Like, the commons are the ones you start seeing over and over, but the rares make things interesting. Just the upper rarity cards in general. So I'm looking at an Olivia's Dragoon here, which is fine. I guess I can like pitch a Consign if I really want to cast in Oblivion. There's also Succumb to Temptation, or if anyone's ever watched Saffron Olive. Hey, Finite Blue Sun, Succumb for you. Yeah, I think it's a better card, but I have no 2-drops right now. I don't know. I think there's definitely a good argument for taking this thing, but I'm going to stick to the Dragoon just so I can try to survive until the late game. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, it's not insane without Madness cards, but I think it's still pretty solid. I want to be trading off early. Cultist Staff, sure. Yeah, I could see that. So I had Torment in a past deck, and every single time I boarded it in, so I think it's actually a fine card. Lab Rats I think is probably solid too, but it's a bit slow. You like Lab Rats? Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, Kuro's Taken now. This card's actually pretty nice. Hey, good to see you, Randall. Anyway, this card, 2 mana 1/1 that you can block and regenerate is really nice, and the fact that it can turn into a 2/2 on blocks means a lot of the time you're able to eat some of your opponent's stuff. Okay, I think this card sucks. Yeah. Discard X cards, return X creature cards. 1 mana 2/1. Yeah, doesn't do anything. Discard a card, exile a card. No. Okay, so we're going to take this thing. It's going to hang out deep in the sideboard. Pretty late Koth's Career, but I think we're locked into blue-black. I don't think the spin engine ever really makes my deck, though, so maybe I take this anyway. Missed the first 5 picks. I do think we approach Chaos differently. Yeah, for sure. I think one of the fun things about Chaos is you have a lot of people looking at it in very different ways. So 5 mana 4/2 protection from multicolored. This thing has a nice ability, but I'm never going to be hellbent in this deck, so I'm just going to take this stupid Shade. And right now I think I'm black mana intensive enough to maybe have it not be terrible here. And just take this Dragon Breath, I guess. Okay. Thirsting Axe, yeah, that card's bad. So we have an Unmake here. I guess that's fine. There's also a Springjack Pasture. Make a Goat. I'm not sure exactly how good this card is. I'm not sure how castable triple black is here. Trapper's solid too. Wickerbow's not bad. I think we probably are locked into blue-black. Yeah, I don't think I want to take the Pasture. I know there are people who like lands that just give you eventual value over the course of the game, but I also like the removal spell here. Hopefully it's not going to be too rough on the mana. When did I pick up the Pillar of the Perons? I don't remember that happening. Oh wait, I didn't click the Shade? Oh. Okay. Well, now I understand how that happened. That's okay though. Okay. Ooh, Parasitic Strix. And I actually am going to control black permanents a lot of the time. So, yeah, I mean, this thing's pretty solid. 3 mana, 2/2, drain you for 2. Like, it's a Skymarch Bloodletter, but with upside. I'm not sure if the Shade makes my deck or not, but I guess that just makes the decision easier, right? There's also Vectis Agents. I don't think this card's very good. It's a 5 mana 4/3. You can turn it into a 2/3 unblockable. Wretched Banquet maybe could be decent. Glad someone's paying attention though, DC. I didn't even notice. Did not even notice. I saw you said like oops in the chat, and I just did not know what you're talking about. Passing a Hierarch, but I think that's okay. Okay, got a Bleeder here. 3 mana 3/3. Losing a life here and there is not the end of the world. Sway of the Stars. It's things like Bandon Commander, right? 1 black mana. This card's actually, is it better than the Bleeder? Gendry the Fires is nice, or the Fens. Yeah, it's probably better, right? The fact that the Genju comes back even if the swamp dies makes me think it's pretty nice. We also did just pass the wall thing, so maybe it's good enough. I'm not actually sure. I could see either being pretty good here, but we can take the Genju. Gotta at least see how the card is. That way I can decide whether or not to... Ooh, wow. Echoing Decay and a Dross Golem here. Both these cards are pretty nice. I think I'm going to take the Decay, but the Dross Golem is definitely exciting. Let's start looking at the curve here. Decay is perfect, yeah. Really nice against tokens. 3-drop, 3-drop. This deck is looking pretty strong. You just got past a Memnarch. Nice. Something like that is how the curve is looking. So we're actually pretty good. Part of me wants to get greedy and take the Dross Golem, but I think it's wrong. Ooh, River of Tears now? And a Logic Knot. Also an Aven Augur and an Augur of Skulls. I don't think the fixing is that important. Maybe that's wrong. I have a triple black and a triple blue card now in this deck. Logic Knot. River's not that good. Yeah, I can see that. I think Logic Knot's better than the Delay. How good is the Aven Augur? I feel like double blue's a little bit awkward for us. Fixing your Augur. Yeah, I think we'll take this thing. Past the Augur of Skulls. Hope I took the correct Augur for you, by the way, Randall. I don't remember this card. Huh, okay. There's a Negate. There's a Fenhauler. I don't have any... I have 1 artifact, right? I think I like the map. Yeah, I also like the map. Negate could be a good sideboard card, I guess. Prey upon Frontline Rebel, good stuff for the more aggressive decks, but yeah, let's just take a map. There's nothing for me here. Wait, this is kind of busted, right? Black Augur. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm not totally sure how good that card is. But I agree. I think Logic Knot is probably not the pick there. Excuse the pun, I guess. Yeah, this thing seems kind of busted. But it's probably going to hang out in the sideboard. Okay. Stratuswalk. Not sure how many of our creatures... Oh, can only block creatures with flying. 4 mana, 4/2. This thing is... Yeah, this thing's probably good enough, but... don't love it. I think I'll take it anyway, but it's not amazing. I'll suit up like the Genju of the Fens or something. Yeah. Okay, the Trow is fine. If we're short on regenerators, now we have enough. There's also the Pasture, which came all the way back around, but with the triple black and a triple blue card, I don't think I should just be throwing a colorless land into my deck, so take the Trow. Wretched Banquet now. I don't think this is very good, because I think between the Trow, the Flitter Step, and the Kuro's Taken, it's going to be targeting my own stuff a lot of the time. But I'll at least take the card. I think the Trow is really bad. But you like the Augur, so you like it for the Mind Rot effect, I guess? Yeah, I mean, we don't have to play it by any means. Just start within the main here and then think about taking it out later. I don't like this card at all. And this thing... I'm going to take it. I don't think I'm ever going to try to play it, but it's kind of fun. Mind Rot effect on a 2-drop's very good. I can see that, yeah, for sure. It's not very often you play like a 2-mana 2-for-1 in limited, I guess. Maybe if I take that, I even wheel one of the blue cards from that pack. Sure. None of these cards do anything. I'll take this thing, I guess. Four mana 2/2, classic. Okay, so this deck is fine. The first half of Pack 2 felt a lot better than the second, and I think Pack 1 in general just felt better than Pack 2. Okay. Is there anything good in this pack? I guess there's the Wolf Hunter's Quiver, but that card's super slow. This thing, oh, this is a lot like Briarhorn. Is that what it's called? The, like, super good card from, like, Lorwyn, I think. Yeah, we can take this, but, again, super clunky. Wish we could... Yeah, it's a good card, right? Heavy Mattock. I think it's a little too slow. Mulligan, yeah. Alright, Quiver for the sideboard, I guess. Shriekhorn, you're talking about the 2-mana 1/1 flyer? I don't know. I pretty much go out of my way not to play things with 1 power that are supposed to attack, like something like this card. But we'll see. Okay, Final Sting Fairy, Latchkey Fairy, even Blightsoil Druid, not bad. Stonehewer Giant's probably busted if you can pick up a couple equipments. I think I like the Final Sting. Wow. That card's so good, the Beetle form. Druid seems fine. I don't know if I need this thing. I don't think I do. Like, the green mana doesn't help me very much. Most of my curve is actually pretty low because early on I identified that I'd be taking Species Scourger. I don't know that card. It sounds like it might be uncommon or rare. Could do like the card command in chat, then I could read it. Yeah, I think this thing's probably better than... Is this better than the Latchkey? They're pretty close. I'm not sure how often my opponent's going to be blocking. I'll take the Latchkey, I guess. Ooh, Jesse and Zombies. That's perfect. 5 mana, 6/6, return a creature. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sounds like an uncommon to me. But yeah, Zombies are perfect. Stormblade, do we have any cards for that? We have the Trow. Yeah, that doesn't really count. Putrid Leech, that card's great. What else is going on in this pack? Not a whole lot. Avenger of Zendikar, cantrip creatures. Ooh, that sounds spicy. I hope I don't run into your deck then. But yeah, just a 2 mana double on color land cycler is perfect. We've been past like 3 blue/black cards in this direction, so feels pretty nice. I think we're in the right lane. So there's a Fill with Fright here, which I think is playable. Disruption Aura, probably not. This is a 9 mana 5/5, but it draws me 2 cards. I don't think 9 drops are where I want to be with like 0 ramp. Even if I had taken the Blightsoil Druid, can we hard cast Bringer? I think I'd rather just have like a Fill with Fright. I think it's more practical. Yeah, I already read that one. Blasting Station. Yeah. Okay. 6 mana 5/6 Defender, and it instantly dies if you play it. Okay. Feast of Flesh. So it deals a damage to something and I gain a life. Mouth of Ronom, and then I wheel the island and I have the Renegade map. Maybe. I mean, nothing else here is doing anything, so I might as well try, right? I think this is the only snow set too. There's pretty low opportunity cost of doing this. I'm not really passing anything. Like, I could take the Feast of Flesh, table it. Yeah, might as well, right? It's kind of fun. Okay, Soul of the Rapids. Ooh, Deadeye Brawler. I didn't even see this thing. Wow. Yeah, like I said, we just keep getting past blue and black cards in this direction. Soul, definitely a nice one, but Brawler's really, really nice as well. So let's snap it up. Yeah, pack 2, when you compare it to packs 1 and 3, it's pretty mediocre. But packs 1 and 3 have been pretty good to us, so can't really complain. Got the Rise, got the Consign to Oblivion, the Brawler, the Zombies. Let's see, Toxic Stench. This might be okay, I'm not sure. 3 mana 2/4. I don't think I have any ETBs or anything. I think this is bad. I think this thing is bad too. Stench seems fine in our deck. I think it might be okay. Makes me feel better about not taking the 1 mana deal 1 damage to a creature. I don't think Threshold really ever happens unless you have cards that like actively put things into the graveyard, but we could try it. Late Phantom Nomad. No one respects that card, I guess. 3 mana 2/2, blow up an enchantment. We've got a land cycler, map, some spot removal. That's true. It's not like impossible. Do I want a Grey Ogre in this deck? I mean, this card's cool, right? But I can't really... Maybe if I'd taken like the Blightsoil Druid, I could think about this. Even then, it's probably not good enough. So let's just take this Quagmire thingy. Try not to play it. This is the first terrible pack. Whoa, that is the latest 5 mana 5/5. That should not happen. Okay. 3 mana 2/1. Yeah, this thing's just gonna hang out on the sideboard as well, I think. Okay, we wheeled the black cards. I expected to wheel 1. I did, or hoped maybe to wheel 1, and the Stonehewer too. This is very confusing. I do not know which colors people are playing. Maybe red. I think we want the Druid with our 4s. I could see it now. I think this thing is a 4 mana 2/2 flyer for the most part in this deck anyway, so I'm taking it. Should I? I could just take the Border Post. This doesn't really help me very much though. We've got our choice of Grey Ogre. Regular or hard to cast. I guess I'll take regular. We did not wheel the Snowland. Or the 1 damage effect, so I guess 3 mana 2/2 Menace is actually not unplayable, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That was interesting. There were parts of it where it was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be in blue black. And then it was like extremely late 5 mana 5/5 and extremely late Putrid Leech. And it's like, how would my black green deck have looked? um, but can't be too worried about that, I don't think. So let's put all the best cards in one pile. Not sure about this thing in this deck or the Trow. I think the Trow is probably worse, but I'm not positive. And we have a Vampire to curve into. Yes, true. I was not thinking about that. Map essentially counts as a land, so we'll put it over there. And if we do that, then suddenly we're not making very many cuts, which is kind of scary. But we can main deck all of these. I guess blue just wasn't very open. Probably play this. I don't think I want to play the Banquet if I can help it. Yeah, we have 0 blue playables in the sideboard. I don't think this thing's good. These are like clearly unplayable. Try like the Quiver maybe. That is 5 to equip. Not really sold on that. Let's cut the Banquet. You don't think we want Quiver? Yeah, I could see that. Could just try this card. Not really sure how good it is. And I don't love the Trow either, but right now I think it makes the deck, unfortunately. Cards like Brawler, yeah, it's definitely good with Brawler. Not really sure I need cards to be good with Brawler, though. I think Brawler's pretty nice on its own. But I'm willing to give it a shot. Like, otherwise I'm not going to know how good the card is. So, yeah, actually the Shade, the Defender Shade would have been pretty nice in this deck. Did I even have it selected? I don't remember. So let's add lands, map in 6 lands, 16 lands, yes. I never selected it. Feels bad. Okay. 6 and 9, 15, so I need one more. So Swamp, I guess. That seems probably good enough. And I have 2 more blue sources in the map and the, whatever you call it, the zombies. And I'm pretty sure I'm not playing this for a while anyway, so I think I'm giving myself time to hit the triple blue. The only other card that I have that cares about like multiple blue mana is this thing, so I think this is just okay. That said, it's not exactly a science. Okay. Ooh, this is actually a pretty nice hand. Do I have any rogues for this? No way I have any rogues, right? Yes, the Trow. Beatdown. I'm gonna pull up my email here. Okay. None of these things have madness. I've got Bestow and Prowl in terms of alternate casting costs, but that's it. Wait. Sacrifice is a permanent. So I could... I think I'm sacking the Trout, and then maybe I sack a Swamp and play the Blight Soil. Is that crazy? I don't actually think that's... Maybe it's just terrible, though. God, what a brutal card. Well, this is really close. I'm gonna sack the Swamp. Get greedy. Sack both. I think it's probably correct, but I want to see what happens. Now I'm going to draw Unmake. No. Definitely feels good if I start flooding out for making that choice. Shrieking Grotesque, you got it. Okay, well that's looking awfully uncastable here. See if they trade with the Dragoons. No. Now I guess I play the Strix, because I don't want to offer the trade with the Fairy. It's actually pretty awkward. I think it's okay though. Gotcha. Maybe I should have held the land. So I can... No, holding the land doesn't do anything. Ooh, Cabal Torturer. Okay. Classic 4 mana 2/3 Vigilance. Make a 1/1. Do they even want to make the 1/1 here though? Because if they make it, then I can just kill it. Okay, I guess they wanted to do it. I'm not going to block. Vigilance, in fact. Okay. I did see that card before. I wonder if I was passing to this player. Land, so now I can play this thing and kill the flyer. So let's kill the flyer first. I could discard this thing to get in 2 points of damage. I think I'd rather make that kind of decision later. We're doing fine here. So if we draw one land, we can put the Flitter Step on the Dragoons or something like that. You realize it's untapped, right? Okay. I think I'm just taking 2 damage and 1 poison counter here. So I lose a life. Ooh, the Voracious. I feel like they just die if I give it flying. So I guess I'm gonna give it flying. Hit for 8. I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like 8. We can kill the 1/1. We can prevent point of poison, try to kill a flyer, something like that. They concede, makes sense. I'm surprised we the land wins the game next turn for this thing. Yeah, I could see that. Also, we can just hit for another 4 in the air or whatever. That fade away though, that was actually really disgusting. I guess it's symmetrical, so it's almost fair, but this thing was a common? That's pretty absurd. Okay. So they were blue-white. They played some spells. I don't think I really need to change anything here. I think all the cards in my sideboard are just worse versions of the card in my main. Quiver's extremely slow. Yeah, let's just run it back. The Trow seemed... I don't know, it blocks the Aether Inspector, I guess. Doesn't block the Priests of Norn, obviously. I guess here it is again, if we wanted to see exactly how good it was, or wasn't. I'm going to keep this. We have 1, 2 lands, but also another 2 non-land mana sources. Just playing this thing on turn 1, I think. Ooh, there's the Strix. Alternately, no, I think this is fine. Sure. Okay. So I guess now we will just hold this back. We're going to cycle here to hit a land, I think. Yeah. Okay, Gray Ogre. That can pump my creatures, I guess. So now we can cycle this. I think I want to swamp cycle. It's actually pretty close. But I think I only have the 1 double blue card at 6 and then a triple blue card probably around 6 as well. So yeah, let's just swamp cycle. Which means, I guess technically I should have played a swamp there. Oh yeah, I got punished. I mean, it doesn't change my line for this turn, but it was the wrong play. Boop. Let's see. What do you got for me? Sure. I will take the 2 damage. I think I just want to go unmake the 3/2 and play the map here and attack for 2. Then I want to stop drawing lands, so maybe I'll put an upkeep stop on. Stop on my turn. There we go. Trow's about to do some work. Do I just make this trade? I think I do. Well, yeah, I think I do. Crack for an island. Draw step. Another land. Do we get the Trow back? So attack for 2. So we're gonna play Rise. I'm gonna Rise the Trow. Alternately, I could get the Zombies. It's a 2/4 and it has Fear. They do have this thing. Is that better? Might be better. Yeah, I guess it probably is better. So we'll get the Zombies. will bounce this thing to their hand. The Heavy Mattock. Ooh, this is now like a 4/5? No, it's a dwarf. Okay, we're good. It's a meager 3/4. Sure. I'll take this thing off now. This doesn't really do anything yet, I guess. Okay. I'm fine with that. Block. Echoing Decay. That's pretty nice. And we're just going to keep hitting with this. I think we can hold the swamp. And I think we can kill one of their creatures with the Toxic Stench. Maybe we kill them both with the Stench and the Decay. They're at 1 card in hand. Oh, now nothing. Interesting. They didn't re-equip here and attack. That doesn't make sense. I don't think I need to put the Flitter Step on. Maybe I should have. Do that next turn, I guess, because then I can hold up one of these. I mean, let's see if they're letting me eat this. They are. Okay, that didn't make sense. Playing the Vampire this turn, we're going to hold up the 2 instants. Okay, we're going to try to put them to 1 here. Okay, they had enough. All right, Tsunomics. We're going to keep this. It's a little bit iffy, but I think the power level is good enough that I'm just going to hope we draw some lands. Okay, there is one such permanent. Can't quite play the Unmake, but everything but this actually is castable now. I think we're going to just Echoing Decay that main phase. I've not been impressed by this Toxic Stench. Granger, sure. Maybe we get them to pay Echo and then we bounce it to their hand. Good looking hand, yeah. It's doing okay so far. Probably don't want to bounce this. We'll see what happens here. I think they're F6'd. I think we can wait on the bounce. Let's get the Torturer online. That in conjunction with the Toxic Stench can kill this thing. Or just play our 3-1 and try to race. Actually, let's play the 3-1 because we can hold up the Consign on our own Torturer if we wait a turn, and that could potentially save it from a removal spell. Take our 2. Ooh, okay. And this thing. Sure, so now... we have some combos here with this and this. I think I just have to kill this thing. Stench. Land. Oh, maybe that was a mistake and I should have just played the Torturer. Yeah, that was bad. I don't know what I was thinking there. I was like, I have to use this because there's no other opportunity for me to use it. But that was clearly false. Okay, so they're going to support. Now we can bounce this. Take 2. They have, ooh, that's pretty scary. Huh, that's actually really annoying because now I can't fill with Fright to get the thing out of their hand. I think I messed this game up a little too badly here. Yeah, I think I really did not play this well, but that's okay. Maybe we can double block, survive. They just kill this. Oh my god, what was that? That was, okay, well that was gonna destroy me no matter what, I think. Unless I held up the Consign before, like I said I was going to, and then maybe I get out of it. But yeah, now this game's over. I can play this thing, and even if I do, I'm just in a ton of trouble. I don't know if this was winnable or not. Let's just get the 2 cards out of their hand, I guess. If we can't survive here. So one of them is the Granger, and then the other one is Acolyte. Okay, that's not really playable. Yeah, did not like how that went, but that was, I think that was just entirely me getting impatient with the Toxic Stench. So, Naya, pretty aggressive deck. Their deck actually looks good, and they didn't play poorly, so that helps. I don't think we have any sideboard cards, though. So, Simoon, that's kind of a broken effect against a deck with a bunch of X1s. But if we play this a little better, we should be fine. Yeah, this seems totally solid too. I think this deck is actually really good. Let's just hope we can get a good result with it. And there's the Trow. Kind of awkward timing for it. Let's play the Blightsoil Druid. Oh, they just F6'd their turn. Well, I guess I'm attacking. I could Mind Rot them here. Not sure how good Mind Rotting them is, but I guess it's Scries, so that's kind of interesting. Ooh, Deadeye Brawler? Perfect. Top. 2 forests out of their hand. Yeah. That thing. I'll drop the Brawler. And this should pretty much be game over. They missed their turn and we have a Deadeye Brawler on turn 4. Unless they have a removal spell for it, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. 4 mana. Looks like a 3/3. I mean, let's just attack with this and see what happens. Doesn't draw me a card until I have Ascend. Never mind. I guess it's not just like straight up game over, like I was thinking. Permanent check, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we draw a land, we're up to 10. Attack, I guess. Okay, so we get to get some value. Guess we don't get to get some value now. Play the Trow. So this is 7 mana total, and I'm over here on 6. So play this thing. We're holding up Unmake. We're holding up Consign. Holding up the regen. Yeah, we can tap 3 for Unmake and have the regen or the thing up. Okay. I mean, I'm going to block and regenerate. +3/+0 and trample? Sure. Land? Torturer, that's also really nice. So that gets me to City's Blessing. I can't hold up Unmake anymore. I don't think I even need to attack, really. I can just start killing all their creatures. Gotta play around that Simoon. That's like the one thing I'm worried about now. Saddleback Lagak. Okay. Just gonna consign this, I guess. Oh, I did not need to do that then, but that's okay. Doesn't really change anything. Now let's land Oblivion in your hand. Torchling. That's pretty good. Glad that thing's gone. I think we can attack with this one. Kill this. Toxic Stench. Yeah. Yeah, they've had enough. Okay, well that was pretty good. Didn't feel too difficult. Um, Not sure though. Not sure about this. If I play game 3 like game 1, then I could be in a lot of trouble. But if the opponent f6 is their turn and we like double mind rot them, then I think we're gonna be in good shape. The Deadeye Brawler never attacked, which is kind of funny. I think we're just gonna run it back. This would be a matchup for the 1/1 pro green flyer that I passed during the draft. Still not sure how high of a pick that kind of card is. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's like glacially slow, but hey Jafang, good to see you. Manadork, that's the 1/1. Okay. We will play an island now. Pass. We're on Mind Rot Tribal here. Granger. Okay. Take one. Okay, another swamp. At some point I want to stop drawing these swamps. Oh, they just let it die. Okay. Happy about that. So they have something for 5 mana here, presumably. Or 4, okay. I think I want to play the Deadeye Brawler here. Yeah, I think this is good enough. The next turn we can go Buzzard, holding up the Consign. Okay. This thing can still attack. You got it. Manadork, I accept. So let's, maybe I just empty their hand. Their hand might just be lands at this point though. I think it's still good enough. Not really taking too much damage when we get to Scry 2. We'll top the zombies here. Got a land. Oh, keep getting these unplayable cards. I drew something here. Ooh, Mog Flunkies. Okay. Now, I think just play the zombies. Classic 6 mana 2/4 Fear. Yeah, the fact that they're only attacking for 1 is still a good sign. Okay. Do I even want to attack here? Probably not. Okay, we do have the City's Blessing. Oh, Sprout Swarm. Okay, so it's going to be important to get the Consign to Oblivion going here. So they can make another 1/1. Fortunately, the Death's Head Buzzard is pretty good against that thing too. Wow, that's a nice combo. Cobra. Sure. They have 4 mana with this thing, which means I can bounce this. I think I take it. I think I'm supposed to take it here. Now I go to their end step. I go for a Consign on their 4/4, and then I get to Oblivion the Sprout Swarm out of their hand. Okay, make a thing. Make one more thing. Blue mana. A little bit worried about whatever this is. They're very eager to play. Torchling, maybe? It is a Torchling. Opponent control, so I can just kill this thing. Thank God. There's nothing here with First Strike. Not totally sure what to do about this. Let's see here. So if I go to blocks, I block this thing onto this thing onto this onto this. Oh, if I do that, then I lose my guy. Actually, wait, hold on. If I put this here, one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6 to wipe their board. I think that's a good deal, right? Let's think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I only lose this. I think it's good enough. Okay. Not going to live in fear of a haste creature. Okay. Stop on my upkeep. Could easily win this game. I need them to have nothing for like a turn here. Okay, swamp counts as nothing. Island. Okay, I need. Really wish I could have drawn a spell there, but let's keep clocking them. Maybe we'll get a spell off of this one. Nope. Okay, we don't like spells apparently in this deck. There we go. Yeah, really doing our best to lose this game in terms of our draw steps, but we still have 6 power. The opponent's at 8 life. Toxic Stench still doesn't have Threshold, but we can discard 3 swamps and then it does, so that's kind of fun. Okay. I think I'm just killing that. Ooh. I do like that. So let's target... Well, let's just attack first. Oh. So I guess I would have won the game if I did that differently. Target a player, me. Trying to give myself the highest number of outs to draw the Strix. We'll tap 1 more. 5 cards. Hey, we did draw it. Yay! It's an instant? I know it's an instant. We're trying to win the game. Yay! Okay, cool. Yeah, we did get him. We might have played that a little bit loosely, but we got there. Don't worry about it. Okay. Easy keep. For a second, I thought opponent was going to play the turn 1 Trow, but not everyone has it, I guess. I wonder if I'm just supposed to play this on turn 2. Ooh, it's not bad. I think we're just going to decay that now. That's a good one as well. Makes me wonder if I'm supposed to play this more slowly, but I think this is still fine. Oh, actually, no. Playing it more slowly doesn't make any sense. Their creature is protection from mine, so there's no opportunity to like block, regenerate, and shrink. Now if they go Cabal Torturer, I lose. Okay, that didn't happen though. Parasitic Strix, it's pretty good. They probably don't want to attack anymore. A little bit awkward with the map. If I draw a 4th land, I can play it, but otherwise I don't really want to. Bladed Sentinel. Okay. Okay, I did draw it. I don't think this does anything here. Okay, it's a morph. No attack with the 2/4 is interesting. Crack this now. Take the upkeep stop off after that. Okay, unmake. We'll just play this thing. One more land and I can put the Flitter Step onto like a vampire. Sure. Wait, up to 3 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand? I mean, it's a lot of mana, but it's not bad. Okay, so I guess this means Flitter Step is coming next turn. Cannot hold up the unmake here. Wonder what the morph is. Probably nothing too threatening. Guess we're about to find out. It's an unblinking bleb. Okay. One card in hand. Sure. Ooh, there's the Zenith. Now will I ever draw the third blue mana? Kind of shields down here. Don't have the regenerate or the shrinky thing, the shrinky dink up. How many blue sources do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already used the map, and I have the zombies left. So I'm down 3. Yeah. There's this thing. Not sure we need to run this out, but we can. Unmorph turn 4 Exalted Angel. That's a rare, right? I don't want to play against that. Deny reality. That's pretty annoying. So they're going to bounce this. We're going to have the Flitter Step still, which is not nothing. 3 mana 3/1. Would you like to play it? Okay. Well, got a free kill on that. Let's see here. So I can go kill this. And now I can actually get in for some damage with the Dragoon if I draw something worth discarding. That is not worth discarding, unfortunately. So here's the question. Do I want to give them a draw step toward a counter? Right now I can draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I think I will just do it main phase here. Even better than main phase in the middle of combat. Draw 4 cards. Okay. Oh, Tree of Perdition. It's kind of cool. I don't think I'm too worried about that just yet. I can rise my own thing here. There's an Aven Augur as well. So maybe my play here is Voracious Vampire, discard a Swamp, hit for 3 in the air with the Dragoon, play the Augur. Oh, also with the Flitter Step. I think that's fine. Opponent might just be dead next turn here. Put the upkeep stop back on just in case. I guess I should have held up black. Not sure if it matters or not. Repeal. Deal. We have target player discard a card. So we can just like discard the Aven Augur and play the Rise and get it back. Seems good, right? Wait, do I have lethal? I have to think about this because I don't want to miss lethal here. So I can kill the flyer, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 power in the air, so I don't quite have lethal. Pretty close, pretty close. If I return this thing and put it back down, that only gets me another 1 point of damage and it uses all my mana. So I guess no, I don't have lethal, but I'm, again, pretty close. Now we do this thing. So we're going to rise this and this. Just like represent a nice 2-turn clock here. Bestow you. Might as well tap this. Oh, they are dead here, because now I just attack with both flyers. They can only... Oh, no, that's only 5. I can count. We're good, don't worry. Mistakes were almost made, but not quite. Yay. This deck feels pretty good. Put me to 13. You got it. 0-19 over there, by the way. And they played a land that they drew, and they conceded. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool. So they are blue-black, slow stuff. They've got some grindy value, but nothing like a Blue Sun Zenith. That card is bonkers. They didn't show me any... Well, they showed me like a couple X1s. I feel like this card could be okay just because of how slow this is looking. Actually, this thing seems pretty bad. So maybe I'll try it over that. Otherwise, I don't really think I need to change anything. So yeah, not sure if the quiver is going to be playable or not, but we'll give it a shot. This deck is pretty good when it does its thing. Hopefully it'll do its thing one more game here. 2-1. Yeah, I'll take a look at that in a second, Zach. Always interested. Okay, by the crying face, I'm guessing you thought the deck was like amazing or something, which I kind of already got from what you were saying about the draft, but it's always unfortunate. Let's just play the Trow. Kind of aggro with this hand. We get to go like 1, 2, 3 maybe, then follow with a Genju, depending on what we draw here. Draw step. We did hit the swamp. Go mono black aggro. Got a Phyrexian Rager. That's pretty good, for sure. Renegade Map. Vampire. Vampire. Okay. Brain Gorgers. I think I would like to sack my Trow. Deadeye Brawler. Okay, so our plan here is chant this swamp. Oh, it's 2 mana to activate. Forgot about that part. Well, guess we don't really need to make this trade then. Guess let's island cycle and put the map into play. And again, we don't need to trade the Dragoon. Cycle map. Yeah. We got there eventually. Gonna crack the map on upkeep. Five mana, 5/3. Okay. Find an island. Boop. Draw step. Another island. Okay. So now what are we looking at? How many permanents is this? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're pretty close to the City's Blessing. I would like to get that going, if at all possible. So if they attack for 5, I think I'm just taking it this turn. No Mind Rots, please. Sure. That's fairly annoying, but not terrible. Okay. Not sure about this play, but we'll take it. Island. Yay. Oh, excuse the shaking dog over there. Can this regenerate? Oh, it can regenerate. I see. Well, that was a terrible attack on my part. Okay. I thought I had to tap to regenerate for some reason. Yeah, then I just missed 2 damage here, the vampire. So I'm in an awkward spot where I want to try to trade this swamp for this, but then that takes me off the unmake. So I'm not sure about that. So we'll try turning this into a blocker. And just see what happens. Remember, we do get the Genju back if this trade happens, and if something goes wrong, we just use the consign. No, so I think that was a good trade for me. Again, we are short finite stream before I sleep. You got it, Crackshot. Coming right up. We are 2-0 up a game here. Trying to see if we can go all the way. Uh-oh. Instantly punished. Nah, this is fine. I'm going to see if I can meme them a little bit. Actually, I think I am just going to do this now. So it gives me an attack with this thing. It's pretty nice. And we have the unmake to answer it later. Okay. See what we draw here. Okay, I'm happy enough about that. Now let's do this. Get 2 of your cards out of your hand, presumably not the giant flyer. Yeah. And then we have just a bunch of swamps in the deck, so any one of those is going to be good. Yeah. Don't too much care about that thing, I don't think. Let's just draw a swamp here and end the game. Oh, never lucky. Draw into a swamp from here. Swamp. Nope. Not very exciting, unfortunately. Now what? So obviously Fill with Fright doesn't do anything. Scry with Fill. That's an option, and then I can just play the Genju. I do like win the game if I draw a swamp. It's probably fine. Yeah, discard 0. I think it's called Soramaro Crackshot. I'm not positive though. Very exciting mind rot here, and yeah, bottom both. Genju up this swamp. We'll take 5. Not too worried yet. If we need to, we can chump block later, or more realistically put the Torment on it. Cavern Harpy. It's a good one. It's actually a bit awkward for them here. They return that, and suddenly oh no, they can still regenerate, because it, yeah, does not need to tap. Keep thinking that is different than it is. Okay, we're not very good at drawing swamps. I guess we can just double block now. I guess this should have attacked too, actually. It's not doing anything here on the ground. Could actually lose this game now. Should I play this thing there? Probably. Wait, no, I have 5 mana. Okay, we're good. So if I discard a card, they can give this Swamp Walk. I think it's fine. Any order. Actually, maybe that was a mistake too. Tough game. Okay, there's a swamp. That means I can exile this. Now we're in good shape. That was like my best draw there, I think. Yeah, so we got pretty lucky to be in this spot after missing that swamp for a couple turns. Maybe that Genju block was terrible. I don't know. I think the opponents had enough, though. No? Block. Okay. Gobble up those trophies. How many swamps in the deck? Something like 10. Turn this into a creature. Attack with all. Easy baby. GG. All right. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.